Yo, it's good. All right, so we can get right into it. All right, so this live is instructions for my nieces and nephews. Right, so I know we don't really get to talk that much, and for whatever reason, but right now, I need to leave this for you, right, just in case. But yeah, if you're gonna be able to watch this when you see this, just know that I love you. Know that I'm always going to be here for you, no matter what. If you need any help, you can always hit me up, right? You can come here or you can call me, right? So when you find this, you should follow these instructions, right? If you find yourself in a place where you don't have too much certainty, right? If you find yourself in a place where you may be at your lowest or you can't come up with money for something, okay, I want you to know that you don't have to do anything irrational or anything that's like out of your morals or unethical, right? You can go a different path than what I went when I was younger, right? So when I was younger, I took that path of just doing things against my morals and that weren't morally good or ethically good, trying to get ahead, right? Trying to get over. And you don't have to be like that, right? You can take a different path. You can take the path of abundance, right? I was on the path of lack, operating from thinking that there wasn't going to be another chance for me, or like I wasn't going to be able to find a way out of my situation, right? So that's the mindset I was operating from, and you don't have to operate from that mindset, right? You have choices, and I'm going to show you right here a choice that you can take if you find yourself in a place where you're just hitting rock bottom, or you just have nowhere to turn to, right? You feel like there's no options for you, right? I want you to know that there are options, okay? And I want my life to be proof of that, okay? So when you find this, I want you to pay close attention, okay? Pay close attention and just try to follow this, because this is the way that I got up out of just that hole I was in. This is a way that I started making money all from my phone, right? I didn't need a boss to go do this. I didn't have to go anywhere. All I needed was my device, right? Which is what you probably have, where you got access to a laptop or a phone. If you don't have that, then you need to go to like your public library or ask a friend, right? Ask a friend or a family member. But if you can't find any family that's not in position to help you, right? Which will probably be pretty hard because we have a pretty big family, and yeah, very helpful, right? They helped me all my life, still helping me. Okay, so you should be able to find somebody, but just in case you find yourself in a place like I was, right? I was homeless. I was living out of my car. I isolated myself from a lot of people and really the whole family, right? So I don't suggest that you do that, but life has a funny way of isolating you sometimes, right? And getting you to yourself. And that's what the enemy wants you. Okay. The enemy wants you to feel like you need to isolate yourself and be prideful and not ask anybody for help or let anybody know what you're going through. Okay. So don't do that, because you're going to make things worse for yourself. Okay. It doesn't have to be that hard. So yeah, 3 steps, right? These 3 steps are going to allow you to be able to become your own boss, right? And that's the mindset I want you to start thinking. Like, you don't have to go out there and have to work for nobody else. You can be your own boss, make your own way, and start your own brand. Okay, so that's the direction I'm trying to steer you towards. Just that mindset of being independent, self-reliant, and just really fighting back. Right? You don't have to continue to lay there and let life continue to kick you in the teeth until you're dead. Right? You can get up and start fighting back, and this is a way that I started fighting back. All right. So first step, what you need to do is um, go to Google, right? Type in how to set up my LLC, okay, or S corporation, Okay, so you just go here, go to Google. Okay, or whatever search engine, right? Just type in how to set up my. I really suggest you get an S corporation, right? Because that's really the smartest way. I started off with my LLC, but I later came to find out that it's kind of better to set up everything under a S corp. Okay, so when you see this, you probably some people are going to tell you get an LLC, right? Some people are going to tell you put everything under a S corporation. So I would look up both of them, right? Look up both to see what's beneficial for what you want to do. Okay, if you're doing just selling digital products like I was, then all you really need is an LLC at first. Okay, and then you want to get a business bank account. Okay, so then type in here top business bank accounts. Okay, so your credit should be good, but in the case that you find yourself in the same situation I was, right? Like my credit was bad, I didn't have nowhere to go, I was living out of my car, um, and I had to use Cash App, right? I had to use Cash App because there's no credit check for that, or it really wasn't that strict when I first found it. Okay, so you might find yourself in a similar situation. You might have to use one of the little apps to start receiving your money at first, but eventually you want to get a business bank account so that you can start building business credit, right? Because business credit is going to allow you to get access to more money to be able to leverage off of to invest into your business to make even more money. Okay, so if you're watching this and at this moment your credit is good, right? Which I hope it is, niece and nephew, but uh, if it isn't, it's all good. You can still get a bank and get a bank card, right, to receive your commissions to through other ways, right? Like for my instance, I had to use Cash App, I had to use PayPal, I had to use um, different Stripe accounts under different emails. Like I just had to figure it out. Right? I had to figure out a way. But for you, you might be in a better situation than what I was in. So if you have good credit, which I hope your mom kept your credit good, and if everything's good, right, you can get a regular bank, right? You don't owe no banks or anything. You can come and get one of the top banks like Chase Bank. Okay, Chase is a good one. Bank of America, U.S. Bank, Capital One Bank. Okay, so yeah, just look up the top banks, and then you're gonna call them, right, and set up your business bank account. Or you may be able to just do it online. Um, but yeah, let's get that set up, right? Because this is where you're going to start receiving your commissions to. Okay, don't you don't want to start off like I did and start receiving all your sales to just a regular account, and then that money can't be counted towards your business, right, and building your business credit. Okay, so this is going to make it easier for you and for tax purposes. Okay, so once you set up your LLC or your S corp, you get your business bank account, right? You got your EIN number. You're going to get a business bank account, business phone number, right? So come here to Google, type in best business number service, right? Or whatever. And it's going to have different ones like Ring Central, all these for you to choose from, okay? You can find a free one, or if you're in a position where you have money, then it's all good, right? You can just get one of these top ones. Uh, but yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you go with. You just want to have a business number under your business name. Okay, very important. All right. So now you got all this set up. Now you need to figure out what exactly are you going to sell, right? What are you going to give a service to back to people for, right? And this needs to be something that is going to help people out, right? It's going to solve a problem. So it doesn't really matter what your offer is, right? And know that if you don't feel like creating one, right? If you don't feel like creating your own business or your own product or your own service, you can always sell somebody else's starting off, right? You want to get eventually to the point where you got your own and you have other people selling your products or services. But when you first start off, it's okay, right? Especially if you find yourself in a situation like I was in. Like I said, I had no credit. My credit was shot. I didn't have nowhere to go. I was living out of my car. Um, I couldn't get a regular bank because I owed everybody. All right. So if you find yourself in that position, then you're going to have to just find a free offer, right? You're going to have to find an affiliate offer, which you can go to free affiliate sites like this. Okay. You can go to there. There might be some other ones by the time you find this that are a little bit better. Okay, but these are the ones that I was using. Okay, so I would go to places like Warrior Plus. Okay, Warrior Plus. This is a place where you can promote other people's products. Okay, and get paid a commission for. So you won't be getting 100% commission, right? Which is really what you want. But it's all good if you're just not starting off. You're just going to find somebody else's product or service. Okay. So I'm not going to get into the specifics how to set this all up. I'll do that in another video, right? That you can find on my YouTube, and I'll call it setting up affiliate marketing. Okay. And this is a way that you can make money without having to pay money at first. You can just promote other people's products and get a percentage of the commission. Okay. So you just come there, you make an account, you get your link, right? Get your affiliate link, and then you're going to get it all, get your system set up, which I will explain in the next step, right? So yeah, places like Warrior Plus, you can go to another good one that I was using was Digistore 24. Okay. So this is another good affiliate site where you can promote other people's products without having to own them, without having to create it, right? And you can do it for free. And you just go on to get your link, get your system set up, which I'll explain in the next step, like I said. All right. Another good one that I first started off was on ClickBank. Okay. ClickBank is another good one. So that's just three for you. Okay. You can choose from each one. I would just choose one of those platforms at first, master that, get you a product or something that works from that one. And then if you want to go to another platform, you can. Right. But yeah, choose one of those three: ClickBank, Digistore 24. What was the other one? ClickBank, Digistore 24, Warrior Plus. Okay. Another good one is AffSense. All right. This is the one that I'm currently in. Okay. AffSense is a good one, and like I said, once you get inside of these, you make your free account. You just come over here to offers, go to available offers, and you just choose one, right? I would suggest go with one that's pretty much global, so you can get a commission from everybody. But if you know you're just going to be targeting people from the United States, then you can choose one that has says a geo United States, right? So this is how much the payout will be: $35 for every sale. You just click on it, go to your tracking link. Okay. Choose your tracking domain, select your landing page, and then this is the link that you'll copy. Okay. This is the link that you'll copy, and that's what you're going to set up with your system, right? Well, I'm going to explain that in the next step. All right. So that's pretty much the process for all of those affiliate platforms, right? ClickBank, Digistore, 24, Warrior Plus. Okay. They all pretty much have the same process. You just go to the offers, set up the link, get your affiliate link, and then that's the link that people are going to click. And once they click that and they buy, then you'll get a percentage of the commission. Right, so your commissions will pop up here or wherever it's at in your back office. All right, so this is the free way. Right, this is the free way. This is if niece and nephew, if you are not in a position where you can afford to get your own product, which is usually going to be a member fee and an admin fee, right? To get 100% master reseller rights so that you can get 100% of the profit. If you're not in a position to get in a program like that, it's cool, right? You can start at that freeway, get your commissions built up a little bit, and then once you got your profit built up, then you can invest into a different program where you can get 100% of the profit, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in I'm I got my hands on a digital product that I got the master reseller rights for, right? So I had to pay a one-time member fee, one-time admin fee to get into that, right? That program. So if you are in a position right now, you got good credit, you got money saved up in the bank, and you're able to invest right off the bat, then that's the direction I would go if I was you, right? So that you can get more money, you can make higher ticket commissions, and get there faster, right? To where you're trying to go. That's the whole point, right? You're just trying to use this as a vehicle to get to where you're trying to go, right? To get to point B. Right now you're at point A, and you're maybe struggling or you just don't know which way to go. Then you came across this video, right, of Uncle Noah and explaining you this three-step, right? This is the three steps that I use to get myself up out of that hole, get myself out of that low place and start making some money off of my phone. Okay. So this is just one way, right? You may find other ways too online, looking up other people that may be more successful than me at the time, right? But this is going to be a option for you. And that's really what I want you to know is that you have options. You don't have to go out there and try to work for somebody or do something illegal. Okay, you can do this, build up some money. Okay, so the digital product that I have a few digital products that I'm doing right now. Okay, for high ticket affiliate commissions. The first program is called Exodus Elite. Okay, Exodus Elite. Okay, so this is the first digital product I do, and it goes all the way up to $2,000 commissions. Okay, so I had to build up a little bit to get the money to be able to invest and get into this program. But like I said, eventually you will be at this point where you have a couple $1,000s in the bank and you're able to invest in yourself to get into this high digital product program. Right? This is really where you want to be because now you're able to make $1,000 commissions, $2,000 commissions, and that's really going to get you to where you're trying to go really quickly. All right. Now, this digital product goes all the way down to the $150 level, where people can make $100 instant commissions. Okay, so this is one of the first ones that I did, Exodus Elite. The next one is called IPS. Okay, now Infinity Processing System, it goes up to $600 instant commissions. Okay, okay, goes up to $600 instant commissions. Now, I'm not saying you have to join a bunch of different programs, right? But this is just the way it happened for me. I found one program, I got into another one, but I would suggest you stick to one as long as you can and just continue to push that one, right? But if it happens to where you move to another one or you don't like the opportunity and you get into another one, then so be it, right? You kind of want to have multiple ones because you never know what's going to happen to these programs, right? They last about 6 months to a year. Some of the better ones have lasted 3 to 5 years. These ones, if you're seeing this niece and nephew, and these programs are still running, then that's a good sign, right? Because they've been around since I was doing it. Okay, so right now at this moment, this program IPS has been around for about 5 years. Okay, maybe going on 6. And then Exodus Elite, right? This one, the first one that I showed you, right? Has been around for 10 plus years, right? And that's at the time of seeing this video. Okay. So these are one of the first two instant commission programs that I got into. Very, very good programs. They're still around. We have big communities, right? They got Facebook groups with a lot of people in them. And that's really what you want to um, get into. Okay. So if you're watching this, niece and nephew, you want to get around some other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, right? Making money online, making money from their phone, being their own boss, being entrepreneurs, right? Those are the people that you want to start surrounding yourself around with, not the people that's dealing the drugs or people that seem cool, um, people that are chasing after women, chasing after men in the bars, right? Getting drunk, getting high every day. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with drinking and smoking, because believe me, your uncle, I used to get down, right? We would go out every night, okay? We go out every night. We'd be drunk, we'd be high, we'd be chasing after women. And that's what it was, right? But there comes a time where you got to mature, you got to grow up and start building a life for yourself. And there's no way that you can do that by doing that stuff and hanging around those people, okay? It's just, it is what it is. And you got to separate yourself, right? Yes, they're going to call you weird when you stop hanging out with people or you stop going to those places, you stop drinking, smoking. Yes, they're going to call you weird. They're going to say you think you're better than us. You're antisocial, um, whatever, right? They're going to call you names, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because their opinions and what they say has nothing to do with where you're going to end up and what God has for you. It has nothing to do with it. And it doesn't matter, right? They don't determine that. Okay, so who cares what they say? Who cares what they think? Do what you want to do. Get around the people that you want to be around that are congruent with where you're trying to go. That's what you got to do, all right? At all costs. At all costs. Okay, so you got to get in here. So you can see here, one of our proof groups. Okay, this is just a proof group where we add people. And whatever program you choose, they should have a community of people, right? And if you choose to do a different program than this, or these programs aren't around at the time when you see this video, then make sure that they have a community first, right? Make sure they have a community of people that are getting results and the energy's good, okay? In a place where you can invite other people as well, right? Add your prospects too before they join. This is going to make things a lot easier for you. Getting around people that are like-minded, people that are on the same path as you, maybe making more money than you, maybe thinking on a higher frequency than you. Okay, those are the people you want to get around, right? So get in a group, get in a community group, whatever you choose. That's what you want to do. So now, yeah, those were one of the first two groups I joined. Then I got into digital products. Okay, digital products that I could sell, right? That I could get the master reseller rights for and sell for instant commissions. All right. So the one that I'm doing right now is called Digital Persona, and I'm selling it for $200 per sale, right? $200 for commissions. Okay. So you can do the same thing. You can probably find other products out there. You can look it up, how to get the master reseller rights for it, and make sure that it's at a high enough price point that will change your life. At this time that you're seeing this video, niece and nephew, me making $200 is life changing for me. Okay, because I don't have any kids. Life isn't that serious for me right now. Right, it will be here in the future once I decide to have kids in or adopt or whatever. Right, but right now making $200, that's life changing for me. Doing that over, I invite 5 people in. That's $1,000 day. Okay. And like I said, you got the other high ticket programs too, right? That other people can join. Somebody could join at the $1,000 level, $2,000 level, right? And that's really life changing for me, because my bills altogether right now come up to about 2,000, not no more than 2,000, 2,500, right? About around there. So that's really all I need to make for the month to be able to survive. Okay, and get to the next month. For you, it may be a little higher because you may have kids, you may have whatever, right? Your life may be a little bit serious than what mine was right now. But you need to figure out how much you need to make, right, for it to be life changing. So if that's a $500 program where you're making $500 at one time, then that's the program you need to get into, right? Just make sure you're getting into an offer that is going to be life changing for you. If making $300 at one time over and over again is going to be life changing for you, then that's the level that you get in at. For me, I just wanted to make the highest amount that I could, right? So that's why I got into the $2,000 programs, because your uncle really trying to run it up. And if you're watching this, then I'm probably a multimillionaire right now, or um, Lord willing, a billionaire. Okay. So that was just me. I wanted to really run it up because I knew I had you guys coming up. I knew I needed to take care of my mom, your grandma. I wanted to retire your mom, which is my sister, um, and everybody else in my family, right? We have a really big family, especially on my dad's side, right? Your grandpa, Rick, really big family, right? He has 11 brothers and sisters himself. My aunt, which is his sister, has about 13 kids, right? So you have a really big family, and then not even counting on your grandma's side, right? Grandma Gigi, she has a lot of family on her side as well, right? So I say that to say this is, you got support. Don't isolate yourself away from everybody like I did, right? Like your uncle did. Like, I was just on my own thing, right? I was on my own thing, my own wave. I found this way to make money online off of my phone, so I really didn't need to be bothered with too many people, right? Only the people that I chose to, which was really, like you saw, my sister, my mom, right? Your grandma. You saw me come and mess with them. That's really the only people that I really messed with, right? So yeah, find your offer that's life changing for you, right? That's the first step. So this can be a digital product, this can be a digital service, and like I said, it can be somebody else's digital product and service that you can drop ship, right? You can sell their product and get a profit off of it. Okay, so for example, let's say you meet somebody and they say that they need a party bus, right? Let's say they come to you and they say, "Man, do you know anybody that has a party bus, right? That I could rent out because we're going to have a birthday party and we need a party bus," right? So if you know somebody else that has a party bus service, you can offer their service for your own price and connect them two people together, right? And charge your service for the finder's fee. Okay, so what you do is you package it up, you put your price a little bit ahead of what the actual price is, and then you just take your cut out, right? Still order the service, but you just take your cut out. That's how you drop service on other people's products and services, right? Or you can do the same thing for a product. If you find somebody else's product, you put your price on it, you order the product, or however much the price was, and then you take your cut. Okay. So you got to find an offer, right? So step two, niece and nephew. Step two is we got to get the system in place. Okay. You got to get the system in place. You don't want to just get the link and start sending people to your sales page. Okay. I'm not saying that you're not going to make any sales by doing that, because you will. Okay. But that's not the smart way to go about building your business, building your online business. Okay. At first, when I first found this, that's what I was doing. because I was just in a hurry to hurry up and try to make money and stack my bread up. But you got to go about this the right way, right? Take your time and really set this up the right way. Okay. And the right way is sending people through a system, through your business acquisition process. Okay. The first step is sending them to a capture page. So you want to send them to the capture page because they're going to have to put their email in to get to the next page. And that's going to build a list for you, right? A list of people who are interested in this type of opportunity. Okay. So you want to make sure you put this page in. Now, how do you get this page, right? So I use Aweber. Okay. So you can go to Aweber. So looks like this here. Okay. Go to Aweber, create your account. You can also start for free. But this is a digital a marketing service, email marketing service that will allow you to build funnels. Okay, so by the time you see this, they may have some other ones out that may be a little bit better than Aweber, but this is just the one that I started off on, right? And it should still be around when you see this. Okay, but in the case that it's not, then you need to go to Google, type in best email marketing services, right? And it's going to give you a list of them. So you just come here, go to top 10 top 10 email marketing. Okay. Come here and you just do your research, right? Here we go. Top 10. Sendinblue coming up at number 1. Active Campaign, MailerLite, MailChimp, MailJet, Constant Contact, Zoho Campaigns, Drip, Campaigner, GetResponse. All right, so I used to use GetResponse. Now I use Aweber, but that's just the one that I start off with, and that's the I'm the most comfortable with, right? So that's why I use Aweber. It's pretty good to me. I feel like it should be in the top 10, but it doesn't look like it is. But it's all good, right? So yeah, you can either use the same one that I used. You can use the same one I use. Use Aweber, get your free account. All right, so you can start this one for free. I think after like 500 leads, then you got to start paying, which is like $29.99 a month. But yeah, you can start off for free, right? And I think that's the reason why I started with this one, because you could start for free. I probably didn't have any money, or was struggling, or whatever when I first started, and so I got the free one, right? For you, you may be in a different position, which I hope you are, right? You should be. But if you aren't, it's all good. You can get free ones that you can start, just like Aweber, right? So yeah, this is what I use to make my capture page. And I'll show you a different video, right? I'm not going to get into all the specifics on how to build that on this video, but there will be a video. You should be able to find one on my channel or on Facebook that shows you exactly how to build this. And if not, then I'll do another video for that, right? Show you how to build the funnel. But yeah, you want to send people to this capture page, okay? And why is because you want to build a list. Okay, so there's an old saying that my mentor taught me, and he said, the money is in the list, but the fortune is in the follow up. Okay, the money is in the list, but the fortune is in the follow up. So, what does that mean, right? So, like I said, you want to start off with this capture page, which people are going to have to put their email in to go to the next page. Those emails are going to be your list, right? You're eventually going to build up a big enough list after enough people come here and put their email in, right? But it just comes from consistency. Continue sharing your opportunity, doing presentations like this video I'm doing right now, right? Running traffic to your link, and that will build up your list, right? So the more traffic you run, the bigger your list will get, more people will put their email in, right? So you want to build that list because whatever opportunity that you start off with is probably not the opportunity you're going to end with. Okay. 9 times out of 10. If you have a perfect online career and you're able to start off with one and get rich with it and stay with it for your whole career, then cool, right? But for me, it didn't happen like that. For a lot of other people, it didn't go like that as well, right? Because like I said, these opportunities where you're making instant commissions or whatever, right? Getting paid for making sales, they don't last forever. Usually last about 6 months to a year. The really good ones, like the ones that I'm in, have been around for about 5 to 6 years, 10 years. For the other one, Exodus Elite, right? But those are the really top tier programs, right? But yeah. So I say that because these programs don't last forever. So you're going to want to build a list so that if you do have to go to another opportunity, you don't have to start from zero, right? You can start off with that list and start off making sales just by sending your first campaign to that list. All right. So there's always going to be money in that list. Now, the second part of this sentence, the fortune is in the follow up. This means we're, I got rich, right? If you're watching this, I got rich because I understood this second part of this sentence very, very well, which is the reason why you're watching this video, is because I understood the concept of the fortune is in the follow up. And you're going to look at my page too, and you're probably going to be like, dang, Uncle Noah, he was making a lot of videos. Uncle Noah was making video every day after video, right? And it's going to look crazy at first, but eventually you're going to understand this concept as well, right? And you're going to get this type of consist. I hope that you get that type of consistency or even more, because the fortune is in the follow up. All right, the fortune is in the follow up, just like it says. There's a reason why. The more consistent you are, the more that you're causing more interactions with people, right? People will start to trust you more. You start to build more rapport with people, right? Which in return, those people will start to want to get involved with whatever that you're doing. They'll want to buy whatever it is you're selling. The more they interact with you, the more uh, you follow up with these people, right? So that email marketing system, right? Aweber or whatever you choose, is going to be the follow-up system for you. Okay. So the more you follow up, the more conversions you'll get, the more sales, right? The more money. And my mentor told me, and I'm going to tell you the same thing, it's about 7 to 21 interactions, right? 7 to 21 follow-ups before the conversion rate increases to 75%. Okay. So this is the concept that I understood very, very well. I understood it. If the more times I allow people to see my face, hear my voice, see my opportunity, right, allow me to present to them, the more conversions I will get, right? So for everybody, it's not the same though. Okay, some people are going to see your link, they're going to click on it, they're going to enter their email, they're going to go to the sales page, watch the video, they're going to click join or buy now, they're going to have the money to join, they're going to get in the opportunity, right? And off the first sight. Sometimes it happens like that, right? But I call those people unicorns. Those are unicorns, right? And people like that really don't come around too often. You will have a few here and there. You may even have a spree, right? You may go on a spree of finding people like that for maybe like a few days, and then it'll die off, right? But everybody's not like that. Everybody's not going to just come to the site, be ready, have the money to join, and just be ready to go, right? So that's not what you want to expect, and that's what I expected when I first started, right? That's why it was very, very frustrating for me. That's why it took me so long, right? There's a moment, niece and nephew, that you noticed it, right? You saw it. I wasn't coming around as much. Um, I was struggling to find myself, okay, and struggling with money, and even as I make this video, right, still trying to figure it out. But eventually, by the time you see this, I will be rich and a multimillionaire. But This there was a moment, right, a little phase for a few years, okay, at least a good 7, 8 years, where I just couldn't figure it out. I just couldn't figure it out, right? I couldn't get things clicking until I started to understand how this thing really works. And not even this, right? Just the universe, just God in general, obeying certain laws, right? And when I started to obey certain laws, certain principles, then things started to take a turn for me, right? But it doesn't have to take you as long as it took me. And you don't have to be in a place of struggling and not being able to hang out with family or do things with the family or your kids or whatever for that long a period of time if you just listen to what I'm telling you, right? So I say that to say this, niece and nephew, if the earlier you start obeying these laws, okay, and these are the laws that I'm talking about, not just the U.S. government laws, right, which you need to follow as well and obey those as well, but there's certain laws by God, right? So okay, so these are just a few of them, but there's certain laws that you must obey, right? Certain principles that you must obey to start experiencing abundance, increase, joy, peace, love. And until you stop disobeying these laws, you'll start you'll stop seeing so many problems in your life, right? So there's the law of mentalism, the law of correspondence, the law of vibration, the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect, the law of gender, okay? And there's a few others as well, but you want to study these laws, look them up, and the earlier that you understand that, right, the easier your life's going to get, the less stressful your life will be. I'm not saying that you're not going to go through any problems, right, or experience any challenges, which you want to experience challenge because that's how you grow, right? Just like working out, you can't expect that you're going to build your muscles if you don't put any resistance on your muscles. If you stop working out, you're going to lose muscle. Okay. You don't want to do that. So you need to go through challenge. You need to accept the challenge. But I'm saying if you start obeying certain laws of the universe, certain laws of God, right, these principles, then your life will be a lot less stressful. It won't take you as long as it took me, right? And you want to go through that period of not seeing family or whatever. Okay. So understand this, right? You got to get the system set up. Make sure that you're capturing those emails, building your list, and then it's sending people to the sales page. Okay. Or you can do it like me, where I like to get people on the phone, right, or on a Zoom meeting, and I close them from there. So what I did was, from my capture page, I send people to set up a meeting with me, right, to discuss the opportunity and see where they're at, right? This is a qualifying type of thing. So they pick a time, pick a day, and then they answer these questions before they talk to me, right? So depending on how they answer these questions will determine whether they get my time or not. Okay. So you can do it this way as well, right? But if you want to just send people from your capture page to your sales page, that's fine. You'll also get sales like that. I'm not saying you're not going to get any if you don't do it this way, but this is just the way that I like to do it because I like being hands on. I like to actually talk to people and connect with them and close the sale myself. Um, that was just me. Right now, at a later time, I may like for other people to do this for me, right? Or maybe just let AI take care of it for me. But yeah, right now where I'm at, I like to do this. Right? I like to close. So yeah, set your system up. Right, that's your system. Allows people to get information about your opportunity, and actually get access to your opportunity on automation. Okay. So this next step, very, very key. This is what's going to get your machine going, which is traffic. All right. There's really no way around this. Okay. Unless you have money to invest right off the bat. Okay. So like I said, if you're in a position and you're seeing this video, you got good credit, or maybe you have savings in your account, then you can start off with paid traffic, right? Paid traffic is going to be like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, influencer marketing, billboards, things like that. Anything that you're paying for to get people to your link or to your opportunity is going to be paid traffic. All right. Now, paid traffic, it is going to cost you daily, right? Maybe like $10 to $20 daily, but it's not going to require much energy, effort, or time, right? It's just a matter of you buying the traffic, or getting the traffic set up, or putting the team together, or paying the influencer to market your product, right? That's really all the energy, effort, or time that it will take. So that's a plus, right? That's a plus, and that's going to save you time to be able to master other things, or um, improve other things in your life. Okay. So if you can start off with paid traffic, that's cool. It's going to fast track your results. Obviously, you're going to get way more people to your link and receive way more sales way faster. Okay. But with paid traffic at first, right? So at first, you're going to probably buy a paid traffic campaign, or start running paid ads. And you're going to see maybe that you're not getting as many sales as you thought you were going to get. Okay. So don't let that discourage you. Don't let it make you want to quit, or just jump ship to a different opportunity, because at first it's just about getting the data. Okay. It's just about getting the data. It really doesn't matter about the sales at first, because once you have the data, that's going to be worth more than anything. Okay. It's going to be worth more than anything. All right. My fault, y'all. I have to check this trade real quick. All right. So 1 second. I just got to move my stop loss up. Here we go. All right. So that once you get that data, that's going to be worth more than anything, because you're going to be able to take that same data and apply it to a different opportunity that you find, right? And be able to get sales right off the bat. So that's what it's about at first, right? You're just trying to get the data. And the data that I'm talking about is like demographic, the um, city, state, region that works the best, um, the gender, race, background, occupation of the people, right? All those specifics about your targeted audience. That's what you're trying to figure out at first with paid traffic. Once you have your hands on that, you basically have gold in your hands. Okay. So, organic, right? This is the other way that you can go about traffic organically, either through posting on your social media platforms, right? Like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever, right? YouTube, posting free videos, free forums, classified ad sites, etc. Right? Things like that. That's going to be getting traffic organically. Okay. Now, organic traffic is cool because it's not going to cost you. And that's what I had to start off with when I first started this, because I didn't have any money to invest. So I had to figure out free ways, right? So I was doing I was doing free affiliate offers and getting free traffic, right? So all the money I was making was 100% um, profit, because I didn't have to spend on any ad spend, right? So that might be the way that you may have to go as well, right? So it's not going to cost you any money, but you will have to pay with your energy, effort, or time, right? So you want to make sure that you got the energy, effort, and time to put towards your organic traffic strategies, okay? Because it is going to be an everyday thing. And niece and nephew, You already see I put in the work, right? You can look over my whole timeline, over all the videos that I made on here, on YouTube, Instagram, right? I put in the work consistently. But that was because I had to put my energy, effort, and time into building that organic traffic. Right. So if you're not willing to do that and be consistent and be every day with it, then you're going to want to figure out a way to get money for paid traffic. Okay. But it all comes down to consistency. Whether you choose paid traffic or organic, it really doesn't matter, because you're going to have to be consistent with either way, or do it like how your Uncle Noah did it and do both. Right. But I was consistent. And the more consistent that I got, the more consistent results that I got, right? So it wouldn't have took me as long as it did. I wouldn't have had to spend so much time away from you if I just understood this sooner. That the more consistent I get, the more consistent results I will get, the more momentum I will build, the more money I will make, the more impact I will have, just by being consistent and self-disciplined enough to be consistent. Okay. So I know I can't tell you everything in one video. I'd be sitting here for hours, right? But I wanted to make this video for you because you may be at a point in your life where you need guidance, or you're just looking for help, or you're looking for ways to make money. You can't figure it out. But hopefully by the time you see this, I'm a multimillionaire and you don't have to worry about anything, right? And hopefully I have money to retire your mom and your grandma and everybody. That's the plan. Right. But just in case you have this video to instruct you, uh, Lord forbid anything happen, right? But I'm not going to live forever. So there will be a day that you won't have me physically here. But it's all good, right? I'm still going to be with you in spirit no matter what, and be able to guide you. You're going to have all these videos, right, that I made to be able to still feel like you're connected to me. Um, so, yeah, it's all good, right? Everything's going to work out and everything's working for your good. And yeah, if you feel alone, know that it won't be like this forever, right? It's just a temporary moment in your life that you have to go through, and that I went through too. Okay. But hopefully you don't have to go through that same thing that I did. And hopefully things can be a little bit better for you. But in the case that it's not, just know that you have options, and it's not over. It's not over till you say it's over, until you lay down and you accept that you're defeated. Right. But until then, you still have options and you can fight back. Okay. So I love you. There's nothing you can do about that. All right. And your Uncle Noah, I used to call myself Mr. Laptop Lifestyle. All right. That's what I call myself. So, yeah, Mr. Laptop Lifestyle. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm trying to do it, grow. Like I always say, like the rest of it, the best of it. And I'll meet you at the top, because that bottom is way too crowded. Let's go.